Hi everyone, my name is Penny Kwetle and I am a transformation life coach and I am the CEO of a company Results Transforming Life Services. And yeah, I thought I'd do this video outside, and the reason why I'm doing this video is to also advertise the workshop that I'm having with a good friend of mine, Mpho Mokgotsi. We are having a workshop on Saturday, tomorrow, from 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock. So if you are a person of last minute, this is just to prompt you that this is the last call for you to register for our workshop. The workshop is on self-worth. We're gonna be having a jam pack, and we already being discussing our agenda that we're gonna be covering on Saturday. So it's a jam pack encounter where we're gonna be talking about self-worth. So when we talk about self-worth, oftentimes it is synonymous. We make it sounds like it is synonymous with aspect of self-esteem, aspect of self-image, external aspect rather, really. So what is self-worth? Self-worth is more than that. Self-worth is defined as the value that one attaches to themselves. So if you have a low self-worth for yourself, you're not gonna be attaching any value to yourself, because you're gonna be thinking that another person it's better than you, or you're gonna be identifying yourself with your vocation, your career, your job. If you are a mother, you're gonna be identifying yourself as a mom of, and if you are a wife, indeed a wife, you're gonna be identifying yourself as the wife of. So self-worth encourages you to really find you, the real authentic you, the true self, the essence of who you are. So when we're talking about self-worth also, it means that you need to get in touch with that one that says that God said in the Bible in Jeremiah 1 verse 5 that before I formed you, I knew you. The one who was with God before being conceived in the mother's womb. You need to get in touch with that person, that being, that spark of the divine being that was with God before that spark descended into the womb and then being formed into this reality, the earth reality. The times that we are living in requires that you really get in touch with your true version. So we've lived this life from upon entering this phase, this life, this physical earth, this dense earth that is governed really by the five senses. We have lost touch of reality, the true reality, the essence of our being, the one that can commune with God, because in a external frame there is more that we don't see when we look at the worldly frame. We don't see a lot of things that are seen, that are there, that are existing, like for example gamma rays. We don't see them. We know that there's gamma rays. I know that when I press the switch on to put on electricity must come, but I don't know what happens behind the scene where I cannot see what's happening. So though I'm talking about that aspect, the spiritual aspect that remains close to the human eye. So when you tap into the real you, your true version, you start to get in touch, to tap into that reality, the unseen world, the unseen spiritual reality, so that you can really show up authentic in your life, so that you can start attracting like-minded people that think like you, your tribe, the people that you are meant to cross path with, not um, the things that we do on the surface, but we're gonna really tap from within ourselves. So what happens when we enter into this earthly realm is that, like I said, we lose touch of the real us, and we start to conform with the ways of this world. Like it says in the Bible that do not conform to the things of this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. So when you start to ask questions like who I am, you're already seeing that you are tapping deep within, and that's what the Bible calls the renewing of the mind. You are renewing the real you to come into play, and you're calling that true self to come and start interacting from that spectrum. So yes, self-worth is about who I am. You get your worth from within. You don't get your worth from the things that I have, the materialistic ways of how we have gotten accustomed to looking at things. So number one, I want to say that self-worth is about your true identity, is who you are. Each and every one of us are coming from the divine being, from God, and we carry a certain aspect of that divine being. And who I am is not based on what I do. Who I am is the gift that I am to give to humanity, because each and every one of us, we came here by agreement. We agreed that we will meet each other in this realm, and we're gonna interact with each other. We're gonna meet each other. Some people have agreed that if you have forgotten about who you are, I'm going to push you so hard that you're going to remember who you are. Hence, we have people who heard us, because they are trying to wake us up to the real essence of who we are. So tomorrow we're going to tap into those aspects, and as I said, I'm not flying solo. Tomorrow I'm going to be with a good friend of mine and also a fellow coach who is basically a healer in this coaching method. She is going to really tap deep within, under the radar of the things that we don't see, that are built up within us, that prevents us to show up as the real self that has come here to make a magnificent impact into this world. This world needs us to be awakened to who we are, our true potential, especially in the times that we find ourselves in. We need to tap into that purpose that we are. We are the purpose. We don't do purpose. We are purpose. The fact that I am here, I'm standing here, I'm tapping into that purpose that I brought into this world. Therefore, it is my intention that as I am talking through this video, this camera, you will be able to see that essence, that is who I am really, so that when you see this essence in me, it can call on the essence in you, so that we can both start interacting from a being perspective rather than from the superficial physical aspect of this domain, of this realm that we have so far gotten accustomed to. So this is just an encouragement. You don't have to come to the workshop to tap into who you are. You can even start practicing that by yourself, having some meditative conversation with yourself, or sitting down and listening and getting into that relaxed mode, and to tap in within you, because God is inside and you are God. So you need to tap into within you so that you can start to live a life that is worthy of the calling that is upon you. Each and every one of us have a calling. We are all called. There is no such thing as the called these ones are called and those ones are not called. The distinguishing factor is that some people have chosen to respond to that calling. I like to believe that I'm one of those people. Some people have simply ignored the calling, but it doesn't mean that they don't have a calling. We each have a calling. We each have to come and manifest that calling that is upon ourselves. And we will see that life will become easier. Aren't you tired of living a difficult life? Sometimes you have to put off the fires of your life. Sometimes you think you've sorted out a situation, you have sorted out a challenge, you have sorted out a problem, only to see it re-emerging again. And you wonder what is going on. You know, the reason is we want to continue living life as per normal. And right now, we have entered into a new normal that none of us know what that entails. I don't know what is the new normal. You don't know what is the new normal. And I'd like to think that even the spiritual people that have reached an enlightened space don't know what is the new normal. So this is a very important age to have been entered into by humanity. We are standing at the forefront of making something new. It's a really new beginning for us. You know, we were all happy when we entered into 2020. I myself was saying 2020, and I had no idea what 2020 meant. But now, since we've been in this situation of the quarantine, the corona situation, I am starting to tap into the reality of what did I mean when I said 2020. Because for me, 2020 means that all that I am is plentifully coming into manifestation. For example, I've been writing a book, which is something that I've been wanting to do for many, many years. I've started writing it, but I was not flowing. So when we entered into quarantine, I started flowing into this book that I've wanted to write, and it's turning out to be 3 books, you know, at once, which is something that I couldn't do before Corona happened, the COVID-19 happened. But now I found myself tapping into that talent that I have. And doing this video, I could never have imagined that I will have that strength to stand and speak to people talking about worth, self-love, purpose, and self-worth. I could never have imagined that 2020 is bringing something like that. So 2020 is just asking us to unfold and to dig deep, to go deep and take out those talents that have been hidden all along, that have been hidden by our unnatural way of doing life, that has been hidden by our normal run of the mills, that have been hidden by doing life as usual without knowing really what really have I come here to do. So this is really a call for us to manifest the real being that we are and to show up from the point of view of authenticity, the real self, the true meaning of who you are, so that when you interact with other people, you call on from their perspective, that being that is in them, if they are unaware of it. So when you talk about self-worth, at this situation, like being at the forefront of your life, taking the steering wheel back to be the driver of your own life, to be the deliberate creator, to be a magnificent and powerful creator that you are, because you are a creator. We are all creators of our own reality, and everything that has happened in our lives, And everything that we are now seeing manifested in our lives is the result of our creation. We are not victims. We are responsible for our lives. And hitherto, up to now, we have been doing that by default. We have been allowing life to just happen to us. But from now on, it is required that we start creating deliberately, by intention. We start being intentional about the things that we want to see in our lives. And this is the start. The start is knowing who I am, and from then onwards, becoming a master of it all. So thank you very much. If you have listened to this video up to this far, congratulations, and thank you for tuning in. God bless.